And virtual constructability or virtual construction, we have invested a lot, to be honest with you, into the technologies and virtual solutions and digital solutions, to be honest. And at the beginning, we were hesitant because not all the solutions, to be honest, works. Not all the digital solutions also integrate with your system. So we have the rule of 99% of applications. And the team says, well, 99% is too high for deploying those technologies and digital solutions, because basically it will be no technology will be accepted. And what the answer was 99% of failure. So we want to create sort of a lab where we deploy, test all these technologies and solutions and fail 99%. And we have 1% of acceptance of those technologies. We tried this for over 2 years, and the acceptance rate was actually 80% instead of 1%. So you have to have the guts of making risk and deploy these technologies and integrate some of them with each other. Well, in construction management and monitoring the constructability of the work site, one thing that you need to be aware of is that you need really to have the merge of the experience, the knowledge base, and the lessons learned to make sure that you are effectively managing your construction in the right manner. For that to happen, we looked at our current operation, how we're running our construction projects, and we noticed that's really intensively rely on resources. So you have a lot of manpower monitoring so many KPIs, so many performances in the project, whether in the KPIs, whether on the field. And also we noticed that all these data, once you get together into one database and one platform, the human interpretation really play a major factor into the success of the decision making, and which make it not reliable in terms of making an accurate decision moving forward, because humans tend to make human mistakes. Therefore, we really moved heavily in the last decade to move to the digital solutions and technologies, utilization of the blockchain, the augmented reality, virtual realities, drones and robotics, just to make sure that all these solutions will eliminate or minimize the mistakes and make all the operation semi-automatic. And the most important thing is having it all speak to each other. That's why we created the enterprise project management, portfolio management, that really integrate the entire systems that we have into one platform. So all of these solutions will really enhance our reliability of the data, because without having confidence on the data, everything will be going to the wrong direction. You need to make sure that those data is accurate. So if the amount of data, amount of processes going to the system, and you have the AI engines make the right and accurate data or accurate decisions, you are confident about your move next forward. Efficiency. We used to have an army, honestly, with you to just collect those data. Now we could collect the data from drones. We could collect our data from robots moving on the ground, making 3D imagery. I think for some of the other solutions, they share that with that, and move it and send it out to our homeland platform. And we'll enhance safety. How does it enhance safety? One of the solutions that we have deployed is an AI. That AI will be an AI-based cameras that are installed around the site. What the AI do? Well, it will detect whether the personnel in the right safe environment or not, safe right location or not, whether that personnel, construction personnel, wearing the right PPE or not, and we'll send it directly to the system, and you could see it right in your iPhone or iPad, whatever. And that's something really impressive. And we want to capitalize on the AI moving forward. And hopefully, we think of, if we are reliable in our data, we are more accurate, and we make the right decision, hopefully that will contribute in enhancing our schedule. This is one of the case studies that we have, which is the digital helmet. I think also there is digital helmets on the hallway over here. We deployed the digital helmet, I think, last 3 years. And that time, really, what wasn't clear to us what would be the potential of the digital helmet. And when we deployed it, it became evident the added value of it during the pandemic. We could inspect material right in China or Europe while we are sitting in our home offices. We could have a connection between the site locations and the headquarters, seamlessly have video streaming between the site and the construction site seamlessly. And if we have any queries or questions or problems to be solved, we just click on the video camera between the digital helmet and the site, and the engineering office will give him a solution right from the moment that he is in. And if you have an iPad, you could share the digital data sheets or drawings seamlessly between the site and vice versa from the engineering office. We just notice the benefit realization, because as I said, when we deploy any technologies, I always insist on what is the added value of that technology, because I want it, if it works in one project, I could deploy it to all. And in just one project, we save more than $1 million. And it has 50% cost reduction on just travel alone. And not only we have done the safety walkthrough in the site, because you're wearing the helmet, everybody seeing the site and everybody making comments on the walkthrough, we then also virtual training through the goggles with the site. This is another workfront visualization through the digital twin. I think digital twin, I know it's not all the organization using it. We tried to use it for the last 5 years, and it really works. It works in certain conditions. For example, in our cases, we utilize it in buildings and high towers. We use it also in offshore application where you have tight design. And the result was really amazing. You have all the engineering data. You have all the project updates. You have all the progress that you needed. And not only that, you are transferring the whole digital model, digital twin, from the project team once the project is ended, and you transfer it to the operation team, the team that we're going to operate those facilities, and have all these informations ready available for them. And utilization of the digital twin, I'm advocating for digital twin, is we have a complete database, our dashboard, for the tracking of our material. So during the pandemic, honestly, if you go to the chart, we could have seen, this is at least my project here, we could see in here, where is our material is located? This is one from our project. And where is the hot zone? Meaning, where we have traffic, where do we have issues on the logistics? During the issues between Russia and Ukraine, for example, we have maritime issues. We cannot move material from one place to another. And that's why we made right decisions from the map here, where we move our material, how we ship our material on the site, and also have visibility. Where is this material? What's the progress? Is it manufactured on time or not? Is it delayed or not? And we can make the informed decision based on that dashboard. We're utilizing the so-called Lucy co-console. That console really is an web app applications. We use it for inspection purposes, where we have our project is scattered around 7 countries throughout the globe. And it was at that time, it was very difficult to visit those countries. Still, some countries are locked down as we speak, like China and others. And what we did, we utilized that console is to do the inspection. So the inspection all over the place could go through the applications, inspect the equipment, and report his findings right on the cloud. And that will integrate it into our systems. For example, if we have pumps, and the pumps lead to a piping system will lead to equipment, all of that integrated into that, and we close the items one by one, depends on the bunch list items. And that really significantly reduces the man hours for traveling back and forth and scheduling inspection meetings between the client and the operator. We are utilizing the cage drones for inspection of vessels, for example. When you want to inspect a vessel for welding or construction, what you need to do normally is to build a scaffold all around the place. With the cage drone, we just throw the drone inside the tank, inspect the entire integrity of the welds, and to inspect visual inspection of the tank without really having inspector comes in and out, without really having risking the team of going to confined spaces around the facility. And that really gave us productivity improvement by almost 70%. We're utilizing the dynamic robots going around the facilities, making the 3D imagery as we go in the progress, and we're utilizing the piping tracking spool systems, monitoring the material status, delivery status, inspection status, all by the system. Also, we have flying drones. The drones, not only for visual inspection, it also give you the depth of trenches that we have, and also detect the emission. For example, if we want to inspect flares, for example, flare stacks, for example, if it is safe to operate or not, we don't need to fly, construct this whole scaffold around it. We just fly a drone for it, and it will tell us if there is H2S or not, there is gases or not, for us to operate in the projects. We are on the verge of utilization of blockchain for invoice verifications. Why blockchain? Blockchain is one platform where all the facts get together. So when we have a progress on the field and we push the invoices to the contractor, we make sure the contractor gets his money and the subcontractor also gets his money. So that's all connected into the blockchain. And that's something for us was new for us to apply in the invoice verification. We have established the enterprise project management, as I said. It's managing more than 200 projects around the globe, and it gives you a KPI dashboard, progress, and it monitors also the quality, the safety, and even the invoices. And everything is really in the cloud. Everything I can use it here in my applications, where I can monitor the safety KPI, schedule KPI, the risk management, even technology deployment, everything in the cloud. We have established for IR center in the field to make sure that all of our operation, all of our project sites are connected into one place. We have also, as I said, we're using the robotics and ROVs. ROVs really under the sea. So no need for us to go and inspect the cables under the sea or the oceans. We sent our ROVs to inspect those cables and see their integrities as well. So everything is good and dandy about technologies and innovation, but there is a threats and opportunities. One of the threats is the cybersecurity vulnerabilities. If you move everything to the cloud, you're putting yourself into manageable or unmanageable risk. Second is the initial capital cost. So if it depends on your organizations. If you are large organizations, you have no choice but to build your own cloud. Using your partners like Amazon, Microsoft, whatever, but it has to be your own cloud. It has to be localized within your own countries to really minimize the number of leaks of data or cyber attacks. Second is the long outstanding issues with the cloud-based applications. What fit of a large organization does not fit the small organization. Some small organizations, they don't have the infrastructure to move on the cloud immediately. So you need to have your own IT arm to build those capabilities. And as I said, availability of the infrastructure. Now, in the opportunity side is really effective data management and governance. You have all the data, as I said, right in the cloud, right in your iPhone. You can just see all the data that you need to make right decisions right from your fingertip. It's enabled data-driven decision-making, so you don't have to really make a decisions based on large tables. The AI system will give you the decisions, and you have to review it and make your decision accordingly. And it's really streamlined the role responsibilities between inspection, the operation, and project management, and the owners as well. And really optimizing the cost. Initially, eventually, it will absolutely optimize the cost of our operation. Thank you so much.